Welcome back to the Boston series, everyone. So far we have visited the Fenway area, we have visited Seaport, and today we're going to take you to two of Boston's most popular tourist destinations, Faneuil Hall and the North End.
Two of my favorite spots in Boston, for sure.
Absolutely. So we're going to show you some of our favorite spots to eat. We're going to try some new places ourselves too, and show you some of the other cool sites around as well. So let's do it. Hello.
This is our first time riding the train in over a year and a half.
Wow. Feels good to be back. Welcome to the Faneuil Hall area, you guys. So this is an area steeped with history in Boston. The Faneuil Hall building, which you see behind me, was a crucial building to the Revolution because it housed so many different discussions that led to the Revolution itself. And throughout the years as well, it's housed protests and discussions from abolitionist movements, women's suffragettes, and labor unionist movements as well. Other than just being sort of like a meeting place for the town, it also has many market stalls. Right now there's a bunch of different really cool stores around it, but also some really good food. In particular, there's a really good building behind Faneuil Hall called Quincy Market that we're going to go to right now and check out some of the various food options there. So let's check it out. Look at all these food stalls in here. Oh man, it smells so good. Looks like we got some paninis and pasta on this side. We got some, fresh oysters and lobster rolls. That could be good. Ooh, there is so much good looking stuff in here, you guys. Holy crap.
I'm so hungry. It's gonna be hard to pick what, but I don't think we can go raw in here.
Ooh, Greek would be good. I might do Greek, honestly.
Oh my gosh. It's busy in there.
It is busy everywhere over here.
So Ben and I have gotten 2 gyro wraps and a bag of fries here. All right,
First bite.
here we go. This is so good.
And she's had a lot of Greek food in her life, so this is high praise.
This is very good. I can tell that the meat is actually delicious. It actually has flavor in it. I'm very content right now. It's got gyro meat, and then it should have tahini sauce, lettuce, tomato. We got some fries on the side, so we're gonna enjoy this baby on a great little public park here.
Yeah, we just kind of found a bench.
Yeah, we just found a bench on the side, which was awesome.
Got some live music going on in the background. It's such a cool environment around here.
There's a lot of street shows around here too, which is very cool. So we just finished our gyro. Oh my gosh, Ben and I both inhaled that. I needed that so much. We hadn't had anything today, and it's like 1. But anyways, Quincy Market is so fun. We've been here several times since we've lived here, and I remember coming here as a kid, and it's just a really lively, very kind of like touristy, but in a fun way environment. So when you go into the market itself, there are so many food options. They've got seafood, they've got cookies and pizza, and like anything you can really imagine, it's there, and it's really good quality. At least anything we've had has been delicious. So not only is the market very cool inside, but all around here there's lots of little pop-up stands and shops, and there's a lot of really cool street performers that we've been seeing. So there's lots of live music that we're just kind of enjoying as we sit on this bench park, just kind of taking in the whole atmosphere of the place.
Yeah, it's made for a really nice lunch.
I've probably been here a dozen times and I didn't know that this existed actually.
So we had to actually go in a separate door in Faneuil Hall on the back side.
Have you been here before?
No, I've never been up here. I've always wondered where it was.
Wow, so this is the town hall? Not
This
the
is
town-
the
hall
big meeting hall,
This is
the
the
Great
meeting
Hall.
hall.
Yeah. So they've had a lot of big discussions here. You could see the painting up above commemorating a big speech of some sort. It looks like it may have been related to the Revolution. But I mean, this is such a historic hall for just America in general.
I'm very impressed at how well preserved this is.
It's
and also,
beautiful.
This is free. We just walked in and we're enjoying the space, and it is beautiful.
So we are down at probably one of the most important part of Boston in terms of its history, which is Boston Harbor. And Rachel and I have been here through all of COVID, and when these parts of town were like dead because nobody was down here. So it is just so good to see this place bustling with life again. I mean, ships are out in the harbor. People are around just enjoying the sunny day. It's so good to see the life of the city come back, and just everyone out enjoying the day. Well, hey there.
Hello. I
Find a nice spot in the grass.
rest.
Not a bad view behind you.
Oh, this is so nice, Ben. Feeling kind of sentimental right now. When we're filming this right now, we know we only have 6 weeks left here, and I'm just kind of, I think we're both just really in love with the city and so thankful that we made this move.
Making the most of the rest of our time here.
Yeah, and just having the skyline behind me here and the harbor behind Ben, it's so nice. It's been a really wonderful place to call home, and I'm just very proud to have had the chance to live here for 2 years.
It has been a few days since we filmed this video, but I decided to pick it up here because I'm actually in the north end of Boston right now, which is very close to the Faneuil Hall area that we are showing you in this video. If you honestly have one day to spend in Boston, I would highly recommend that you squeeze in the north end during your visit. It's very famous for its Italian food and culture, its cannolis, and part of the Freedom Trail goes through the north end. So I'm actually starting here at the Old North Church, which is a famous site where Paul Revere lit the lanterns at the very top of the steeple in order to warn the country that the British were coming here to start marching on Lexington and Concord. About the north end that I absolutely love, and it's really hard to pick just one, but if I could pick between the history and the pasta and the architecture and everything, I think I'd probably have to say that I love the cannolis the most. Now, Ben and I have already done a taste test on which one's our favorite, but if you are here, make sure that you get a cannoli. Now, if you are here, just know that this is a very famous touristy area, so make sure to make a reservation if you come down here, or be prepared for long lines, especially in the evenings or on the weekends. Right now it's actually kind of cool because I'm walking around at like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday, so this is kind of a rare treat for me to actually experience it when it's a little quiet.
So we are here at Union Oyster House, and Ben is holding the camera. He's finally gotten here after
I made
work.
it, guys!
Yay! So we're gonna go in and enjoy dinner finally. I'm not really sure what their specialty is, but I'm sure we'll find out in just a second.
I'm sure we'll get a little bit of oysters, a little bit of clam chowder. We'll see what we got here, but this is like the spot for like your old school seafood here in Boston. We made it to our little booth.
My goodness.
It's a little tight.
This place is so quirky and cute. I love it.
Isn't it? So the Union Oyster House has a lot of history here in Boston and the U.S. in general. So this is the oldest restaurant in Boston itself, and it's the oldest continuously running restaurant in the United States. First opened its doors to people in 1826, so it's been around for an extremely long time. It's almost coming up on its 200th anniversary. Many famous people have passed through these doors during the Revolution. It wasn't called the Union Oyster House back then, but John Hancock, John Quincy, John Adams all sat upstairs, talked about the Revolution, and I think the website said that they were like knitting some clothes for revolutionary troops or something like that.
That's so cool. I just know about JFK. I didn't know about the other presidents.
So yes, JFK, who was a regular here at the Union Oyster House, he always came in and sat at the same booth upstairs. There's actually a plaque on that booth that shows where he sat every time.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. They actually have a cocktail named after him, which is a classic daiquiri. They call it the JFK Booth 18. So a lot of history here. Obviously, it's the Oyster House, so I feel like I have to order some oysters.
I like it.
Rachel's
There you
really like
go.
oysters.
I don't like oysters at all. I've tried it like twice and it hasn't gone well. So
I'll take it for the team.
Take it for the
But we
team.
also will order clam chowder, and we'll share that.
Okay.
And yeah, it should be pretty fun. This is a very classic Boston experience. I mean,
and
they have a
stuff,
bunch
so-
of old pictures in here, which are really cool to look at. You can see like a photo collage over there, starting in 1905.
I'm just looking at that right
There's a
now.
picture behind us of the booth row that we're in right now, which is from 1930, where there's still sawdust on the floor. Like, this place has a lot of history. It's really cool. So instead of normal bread, I guess they serve cornbread.
Oh my
here.
gosh, the smell of it is making me so excited. I've actually been randomly thinking of cornbread recently, and I'm happy about this. Thank you so much.
It's a big piece.
Pretty good.
Solid
Solid
cornbread.
cornbread, and it looks like our clam chowder just arrived. I feel like besides lobster and oysters, of course. I feel like their clam chowder is like one of the most famous things on the menu. So.
See if it lives up to the hype.
Mmm.
Ooh, that good,
I
huh?
went for a second spoonful, and I don't like seafood, so I feel like that's telling of how good this actually is.
Wow.
From your reaction, I was like, oh yeah, it's probably fine, but I'm like, this is bomb.
For being a touristy destination, we didn't really have like super high hopes for this place, but it's off to a really good start. This clam chowder is bomb.
This is bomb. This is bomb. This is actually probably one of the more sweeter cornbreads I've had, but I kind of like it almost more because of it, and it has such a sweet tooth. So
Look
this
very
is
good.
delicious.
Hopefully the main course is as good as this this start.
All right, and the oysters just arrived.
All right, so you can't come to the oyster house and not order some oysters.
I agree. I mean, I disagree, but I agree.
Fair enough. If you don't like oysters, I guess you don't have to. These are some big oysters.
Those are pretty big.
I want a quick poll down below for those of you who are oyster fans. Do you or do you not chew oysters when you eat them?
Or do you just swallow them whole?
Because I've heard both.
Me too.
So, comment down below.
Okay.
I
What are you gonna do?
I personally will chew them because
Okay.
I have heard that's what you're supposed to do.
Is it more flavorful that way?
I think so. I think they say that you miss the flavor of the oyster if
Okay.
you just swallow it whole.
Are you gonna add any lemon or sauce on yours?
So I added lemon. This
Okay.
is supposed to be their famous sauce.
Okay.
Well,
Do you know what it is at all?
I don't. I think
It's
it's
just
a
famous.
I think it's just a
Famous
cocktail
cocktail sauce.
It's just a cocktail
Okay.
sauce.
Here we go.
Okay.
I love that you love oysters, and I'm sorry I can't participate in this enjoyment.
That's okay.
Okay.
Cheers, everyone. That sauce is good.
Really?
Wow, I feel so Boston right now, you guys. Yeah, that wraps up our North End video and our Faneuil Hall video. We hope you liked what you saw here today. Feel free to like it down below and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And that actually wraps up our Boston series as well.
We were really hoping to get to Cambridge,
Yeah,
and if you are in Boston, we would highly recommend getting over to the Harvard Square area. That is
Definitely.
just like a quintessential area of Boston. But the reason that we can't get to it is because we've run out of time because we are moving back to Minnesota.
and with that, we will see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.